You clicked on this video because you want to know how to drive without traction control on F1 22. I've been playing this game since F1 2020 and it didn't take me long to turn off all the assists, especially the main assists like ABS and traction control. So today I'm giving you some great tips to help you drive without traction control. It has gotten harder this game, so the first tip I'm gonna tell you is pretty obvious, but it has to be said, you have to be smooth on the power. So you go from 0% throttle of course to 100% and you want this to be smooth. So you have to train this, you have to train your finger if you're playing on the controller and also your feet if you're playing on the wheel. So you can get up the gears and you want to be as fast as you can, of course. What helps with that is also short shifting in this game. You might have seen it in my hot laps, top right corner, where in the corner you cannot use first gear. You can use first gear in some corners, but it's not ideal because it just loses you time, it loses you momentum. In real life they start going up the gears from second gear, but on the game that's not possible, especially with traction control. Only at the start you want to keep it in second gear, but it's just so much harder. You want to short shift up to third gear at least, and maybe fourth, maybe even fifth in some high speed corners, and that's a big tip. So short shifting. Then if you're on a controller, the vibration has changed a lot. It has gotten way harder to feel the car. That is why so many people are struggling with traction control. You are not alone, I promise you that. So I've struggled with this myself as well. I'm on the pad if you didn't know. And if you're on the wheel, of course the mechanics in this game have changed. So for everyone it is something new to get used to. And even for me, who's played without traction control all last year, I still had to learn this. And the biggest tip I can give to you guys, especially you guys on the controller, I think it also helps for the wheel, but I don't have experience with that. So the biggest tip I can give to you guys is listen to the sound. I actually know someone, shout out to Mali, who didn't even play with vibrations in the last games. He listened to the sound. That was the main thing he focused on, and that was such a big tip for me to drive without traction control in this game, especially transitioning from last game to this game. Listen to the sound. For my last tip, last but not least, this is a very big tip also for this game, is you want to have more throttle as you open up the steering. So I will show you a clip and you can see that if I steer more, I will just let go of the throttle a little bit, and if I steer less, then you can go onto the throttle. I say this a lot in the hot laps I do. You want to open up the steering and try to straight line the car. To go onto the throttle faster, you want the car to be in as much as a straight line possible. If you're also playing on the pad like me, I would recommend the video in your screen right now. It has some great tips for you if you're playing on the pad and you want to get really fast on F1 22. If these tips helped you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more F1 22 content. And I'll see you guys next time.